Hey friends, Peter from FSBushcraft. Just out in the back lot, actually, out back of the house. Beautiful day. Want to get back out, and I've had a review that I've been wanting to do for a while on the Schrade shovel, the new shovel that just came out not too long ago. I turned out got the shovel. Actually, it was about middle of last summer that just went by, summer of 2015, and with it being the kind of idea as a trench shovel, I really wanted to wait on doing the review, and I wanted to really use it a lot and see what it was like before I give my personal opinion on the shovel. Used it this summer to turn around and help with building the cabin that we had, leveling out the blocks and things like that for the footing for the floor, and I'm impressed with this thing. The reason I wanted to do a review on this particular shovel is the idea of the design of it being like a military trench shovel, with the fact that it, has a sharpened blade all the way around. I've used many of them, and I've had many of these kind of shovels before, and they don't hold up. They turn around and snap at the pivot point or whatever, or the handle. It's like a wooden handle, the handle breaks, whatever the case may be. I must say, and I'm very impressed with most of the stuff from Schrade that I always am. And like I said, that's just my personal opinion. I really love Schrade, and I must say, I love this shovel. If anybody's looking for a good trench shovel, or a shovel to turn around and carry as a kind of a survival shelter, this is definitely the great shovel. I love the fact too that on the handle, it locks really well. And it's got on it 5 different, you can see the holes, 5 different locking positions that you can turn around and lock the shovel into and be able to turn around and use for shoveling, as I was just doing there a little while ago, just digging a small hole. And this is some of the designs you can actually, you can drop the blade down, tighten it up, use it for making furrows or digging a trench kind of idea, gardening or whatever the case may be. Multi-uses all the way around. It's also turned around and got a nice flat spot on the back that's actually designed for turning around and driving tent spikes into the ground, or if you needed it for cracking something open. But the thing I love the most, like I said, with this design, unlike any other design, is that it's got a sharpened edge. Now, some may not like that and think, that's a bad thing or whatever. I love it because it's great, especially out in the bush and stuff like that. If you need to dig a small hole or whatever the case may be, it'll slice right through like smaller roots and stuff like that that we come across in the ground. If you were digging a latrine, let's say, or something like that. It really does it really well and does the job great. As a survival shelter, or survival shovel, sorry, I would absolutely turn around and say that it would be my first choice. And the reason being is that, as you've seen in the clips beforehand, a small tree, a couple inch in diameter, not a problem at all. With the sharp edge, it'll turn around and take it down. So it's great, if that was all that you had on you for whatever reason, and lost or whatever the case may be in a survival situation, or caught yourself in a survival situation and needed something to help build a shelter, it'll definitely do it. From cutting small poles and sticks that you would need, or delimbing branches and things like that, it does a great job at it. And here in the wintertime, being the reason why I waited, at the same time digging into the ground as I was doing there, took a couple of shovels out of the ground. You can see with the ground being frozen and the snow on the ground, not an issue at all. With those sharpened blades on the side, it definitely turns out and does it. So once again, just real quick, I don't want to make it too long. Like I say, I've been had this for a while now, and I just wanted to take my time. I really wanted to use it. As you can see, I got mud and stuff all over from before. It's been well used. That's the big thing. Like, even on the tip, I can show you. You can see there, it's not brand new by any means of the imagination. And like I said, for this review, I really wanted to wait, and I really wanted to use it a lot, because this is something that I have used, being in the military, and have used to turn around and dig trenches and stuff like that is kind of a, you know, how can I put it, saving your life kind of thing. And I really wanted to put this through the test and put it through its paces before I gave my stamp of approval and the okay. And like I said, other than the fact, I mean, obviously where it locks into place, there's a little bit of wiggle, but I mean that's expected because of the fact of the pins there. But as far as the upper part of the shovel, there's nothing. Like, that's the handle that you can hear vibrating on the bottom, but the top does not move at all. And I've done everything, you know, possibly beating this into the ground, using it to you know, chop on dead wood and everything else, and haven't chipped it, haven't dented, haven't bent it, nothing at all. So if you're looking for it, it's the SCHSH1. I'll put the full description of the shovel down in the comments below, and as well as at the end of the video here, as well as all the specs on it. And once again, like I say, if you're looking for a great survival shovel or bushcraft shovel, you might be interested in checking one out. It's definitely worth the money to me. So once again, Peter from FSBushcraft. I'll take care. See you in the next one.